stand on the opposite shore. Hello, remoter. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know.
Hey guys, it's Janice. Welcome back to my channel. In today's vlog, I thought I'd do another cozy crocheting video. It's actually 5 days until Valentine's Day. I've left it quite late. In all fairness, the end of 2024 and the start of 2025 have been pretty hectic for me. First it was Christmas, and then it was New Year's, and then Chinese New Year just happened. And then now it's Valentine's Day, so we are 5 days until Valentine's Day. I had so many plans and handmade gifts to make for people. My closest friends, my husband, and being a bit optimistic here, but let's see how much we can get done. I've got so many exciting projects planned for this Valentine's Day, and you know what? If it carries over after Valentine's Day, so be it. I mean, you can show love for your friends any time of the year, so I'm sure this vlog will come out after Valentine's Day, which I deeply apologise, but hey ho, you can watch it for next year. Anyway, I'm actually still waiting on some yarn. Some of it has already arrived. Can you guess what I'm planning on making with these? Probably not, so you'll just have to see. But at the moment, I am currently making this giant heart pillow with this chunky yarn, just for fun, to be honest. I didn't really have anything specific planned with this chunky yarn, but then while I was waiting for all of my Valentine's coloured yarn to arrive, I just really wanted to make something in the meantime, so got started on this. And and this is actually one side of the heart, and I don't know if you can tell, and then I'm currently still finishing the other side, and then it will connect to like a big heart cushion pillow. So I'm going to continue working on this today, slowly but surely. Let's continue this heart pillow, and I look forward to getting started on the other projects as well. Fingers crossed that the rest of the yarn arrives today or tomorrow, and that's when we can really get crafting in time for Valentine's Day. So yeah, grab your crochet equipment or a cup of tea and come along with me on my week of crafting. Didn't actually realise this chunky sort of yarn was so hard to crochet with. It takes so much strength. I don't know if it's because it's not super soft either. I mean, it looks soft, but it does have some friction, and oh, it's just really, you really have to use a lot more muscle than you think with yarn this thick. But hopefully it'll all be worth it, and it's getting there. I've got one row left before I've got both sides of the heart. By the way, I'm totally not purposely using pinks and reds in this video to match the Valentine's theme. Totally not. Yay, my yarn has finally arrived. Buckets and buckets of yarn, and I've got so much more down here. Wow. I now understand why crocheters just have shelves and shelves of yarn behind them, because it becomes like quite an addiction. Does it count as shopaholism, like an addiction for shopping, or is it just exclusive to yarn? Because I don't have those spending habits with other things in my life, but this is a problem. I'm hoping you guys can sort of reassure me that you do the same. Anyway, I've got so much of this to organise. For now, I'm going to get started on some new projects. So these balls of yarn here, I'm actually going to use to make like a Jellycat inspired heart plushie. I am still working on the heart-shaped pillow, but then I'm actually running quite low on yarn. I've done the top part of the heart, and I think I'm going to have to order more yarn to get that finished. So that's what it should look like, and I've got the rest of the heart to complete. And hopefully I'll be able to get that done before Valentine's Day, but while we wait for that yarn, I'm excited to start other projects behind me. I've got so many projects on my list. And actually, by the time this vlog is out, you probably would have already seen my Valentine's Day crochet ideas video. Be sure to check that out, because I've got so many more ideas on there that I probably won't have time to make, but if I could, I so would. And I might even continue to make those throughout the year. We'll see. So let's get started on these Jellycat heart plushies.
Easy rider on the highway, station wagon going slow, windows open, you are basking in the bluegrass radio. It is easy now to see you with your hand out on the wind. I keep this folded at the corner so that I could not forget. Folded at the corner so that I could not forget. Pink azaleas by your driveway shade our leisurely goodbyes. In your terry cotton sweater, with your arms sweeping the sky. It was then I had a knowing you were waving till the bend. I keep this folded at the corner so that I could not forget. Folded at the corner so that I could not forget. glass of surf and whitewashed beaches, under cypress trees and smoke.
You guys, the heart jelly cat plushies are done. I love how they turned out. I ended up using this strawberry cream cheese colour for the legs instead of the black, which the original jelly cat uses. And I just love them so much. Can you tell how much I love them? I love the colour combination. I think this is just so much more suitable. And to be honest, I probably spent 5 minutes sewing on each pair of legs, which is why it turned out slightly asymmetrical. But then I love the imperfection in this, and also with the crooked smile, I think that just makes it all the more cute. Instead of it being like a perfect symmetry, I feel like if it was very perfectly made, it just wouldn't be as cute. How many times can I say cute? I just love this so much. I almost don't want to give it away, but then they were meant to be gifts to the women in my life that I love and respect. So yeah, and this is how they sit as well. Ugh, I can't get over it. Also, I have put a dodo dot spot sticker on my nose, and it's a strawberry one, which is also very cute and very appropriate for Valentine's Day. I also got a bunch of Ferrero Rocher and this Malteser truffle, which I'm gonna gift with each of these. So it's a bit of assorted chocolate and a jelly cat heart in a nice little bag, and I think people are gonna love it. So I look forward to gifting these to people. It's also my first time using these sparkly eyes, and yeah, I think they're very suited. They're very subtle, so it's not like a in your face kind of googly eye. It's just very subtle. If you look closely, it just gives it a bit more definition. So I'll probably order some more of that for next time. Yeah. Okay, are we ready? Ta-da! This is how she turned out, and this is the back of her with her heart embroidered ears. Truthfully, I like it, but I don't love it. I think there are many ways in which I could have improved or done this bunny better, but then nonetheless I think she's so cute. I'm definitely glad I layered the ears because it meant I could do like a light pink on the inside and then also add embroideries on the back. I think a few things I could have improved though is that I could have used a thinner yarn for the ears, and that way the ears wouldn't weigh as much as they do, because right now if I plop her down she falls backwards because of just how weighted this yarn is, and you can imagine 2 layers of this can be quite heavy. And also because of how thick this yarn was, it was actually a lot harder to embroider the hearts nicely. So I actually had to redo a few of these hearts just because I wasn't happy with how they turned out. Perfectionist here. And then I might end up adding like a bow on both ears just so they look more like pigtails / ears. But otherwise, I'm so happy with the rest of the bunny. I also made sure she had some curves on her, so you can see the front is quite flat, but the back is quite... She's a curvy one at the back. Do we want to make her more curvy? Let me know, and I'll try to do that next time. I'm still debating whether or not to make this pattern available, just because I'm such a perfectionist, and if I'm gonna sell or even publish a pattern, I want it to be perfect, and I think the ears especially, there's room for improvement. Even though I'm happy with it, I'm not 100% satisfied. Yeah, let me know what you think if you want to recreate this super cute bunny. To be honest, I planned to do so much this Valentine's Day. I had a whole list of crafts that I was going to make and show you all as well. Unfortunately, sometimes things just don't really work out the way you want them to. Things come up, you have to tend to them, and then you lose time, and before you know it, it's been a week. It's been way past Valentine's Day, and it's just the way it is. And I never wanted to pressure myself into crocheting. I mean, I don't currently sell at markets. It's not really something we do where I live. So I actually would prefer to just crochet, come up with my own patterns, share those patterns with you, and that's kind of where I want to go with my crochet journey, but to not give any pressure, because crocheting is something I do as a hobby, and it's one of those hobbies that I go to when I'm just overthinking or feeling a bit stressed and not at peace in my mind. So I don't ever want to put pressure on, finishing projects, and instead just enjoy each project, enjoy the journey of each project. And I want to make sure I'm not rushing so that I end up producing something that I'm proud of and is of good quality. So that's a long-winded way of explaining why I didn't manage to get everything I wanted to get done this Valentine's. Regardless though, I'm so proud of the projects that I did manage to do, and I had so much fun creating this pattern as well. But actually, speaking of unfinished projects, this large heart pillow or cushion is still in the making, and the reason I haven't finished this one is because it just started to hurt a lot working with such a thick yarn, and I suspect it's partly because the yarn isn't as smooth. It's actually slightly tough, but just because of the texture it grips onto the crochet needle, meaning you have to put a lot more strength into crocheting each stitch. And because of that, my arm really started hurting. It's also another reason why I didn't get as much done, because it kind of got to the point where my wrist really started hurting, and I didn't want to overdo it because I know if I overdid it one day, I would have to skip a few days. And I've read a lot online about how overdoing it can cause carpal tunnel and all sorts of, long-term wrist pains that you really want to avoid. So if you're overdoing it, take a step back, maybe start other crafts on the side and get back to it. But I definitely want to do at least one row a day of this. I've done so much of it now, I'm not gonna not finish it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end this vlog here. I've got so many projects planned to do, so I'm really excited to start a new vlog now that's away from Valentine's themed plushies and projects. And I can't wait to show you all what I've got next. I hope you liked this video. Let me know what you made for your Valentine's Day or what your go-to gifts are. We're a creative community here and I always love hearing ideas from other creatives like you. So yeah, thank you so much for sticking around and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
I keep this folded